how satisfied do you think the fan base will be with the final chapter?
Oh, that's a tough one to call. I hope they'll be satisfied. I think for me it's been kind of like bittersweet, happy, sad, but I kind of prefer to look back and think I'm so happy and proud of all the work we've done, rather than being sad about the fact that it's going to have to come to an end, because it always was going to have to come to an end. But yeah, I can only be hopeful that they love this last installment, and I'm pretty sure they will.
Not many actors get to play the same character for 4 films. What are you going to miss the most about working on the film and with your co-star Josephine?
I guess the character, because I've become so comfortable playing him. I feel like anytime you go play a new character, it always takes like a day or two to really feel comfortable with the set and learn everyone's names. With Hardin and after, I have really learnt to feel really comfortable coming back to play him, and it doesn't feel like I'm going to do a new role. It feels like I'm coming to do the same guy again, but just further in the story. So yeah, I think I'll miss the familiarity of playing this character.
Your relationship with Tessa is going to be tested in a bigger way. What can you tease for our favorite couple?
It's hard to not spoil anything, but I think the thing that I enjoy most about playing it and even watching it back is how much more kind of adult the themes and issues that they deal with are. I mean, it used to be about, you know, like what you're going to do when you first get to college, and now it's about like what you're going to do when you need to find a job and you're still chasing your dreams, but you still want to, you know, get bills paid, and, you know, your social life after that, and even just seeing how they look different, having grown up, and just dealing with different issues and the kind of things that adults deal with. It's so nice that we've been able to continue this story through, you know, adolescence through to like young adulthood.
And obviously there are a ton of steamy scenes. So I have to ask, what goes through your mind when you're watching yourself after the fact on screen in these scenes?
I'm just looking at the tattoos thinking, oh, that one was starting to rub off, but no one's gonna know. And I remember that was an hour away from lunch and we were all really hungry. And yeah, it's nowhere near as glamorous or sexy as you would think it is. Unfortunately, sadly, it's all movie magic, isn't it? One shot works for 10 seconds at the start, and then you fall on the bed, and then we need another camera setup, so there's a 15-minute break. It's actually quite funny how, sadly, that romantic element that comes to life in the film really is movie magic, and it's nowhere near as kind of romantic as it feels in the moment. Credit to the editors and all the other departments and how they can all, you know, bring it together.
Well, you did mention, you know, the characters developing so much over the course of all the films. How do you think you personally have grown as an actor through the course of the films?
Massively. Like, I don't think I could put it into words. It is just like such a blessing to be able to play the same character so many times, and therefore really like work on the skills rather than just being like, okay, I need to figure out how this character should be. It's almost like an acting exercise or workshop to play the same character so many times that you really hone in on like the smaller, more nuanced, kind of subtle elements of acting. So yeah, it's done so much for me. I'm so grateful. Hopefully I can play a different character, because now sometimes I take a different role and I'm like, oh God, all I know how to do is wear white and punch walls and get into arguments and stuff.
But if the opportunity to return to the franchise would come up in the future, what would you say? Would you do it?
It would depend on a lot of things. I'm also aware that like all good things may come to an end, and it's like when you do a little drawing and then you want to add this bit and then that bit, and you take a step back and you're like, that was perfect how it was, and I've just done too much. So I'm aware that can be a trap you can fall into, but maybe down the line in a little cameo, if they do a spin-off, it would be nice to just come pay homage for a bit. So yeah, never say never, but we'll have to see.